So this is very clinical and very precise. But maybe that wasn't.
Wow.
Well, he'd be a bit anxious. He'd look at the tip there. When you miscue like that, you get a bit worried about taking a little piece out of your tip. Wow. Don't see it very often. Oh, he had a look at the tip there, but I think he's okay.
Oh, where's the cue ball going? Oh, John Virgo would have loved that. Anywhere in the whole table but there. The fact that Ding's in the balls, you'd expect so. He's 50 points in front, but you know, you can just see something happening at the minute and hope he's not damaged his tip, because that would be a terrible time to do that. And I'm sure he's going to be put back into play from just there. Little wry smile from Ding. But it's amazing that what that can happen. He only needed to, if black or pink had been in play there, it would have been no problem. But the fact that he had to screw back for the blue.
The reds will be going everywhere, but he's got to catch that first red thin. Oh, he's miscued. He's miscued. Well, he's got away with it. Has he got away with it? He's got away with it. It's unbelievable, isn't it? But there you go. Could only see the very top of the cue ball, and playing it with that type of pace, that type of shot, you want to be digging down slightly, but he didn't want to do that. Very lucky not to leave anything.
But he's done a lot of damage to his tip there. The tip's broken.
Yeah, absolutely. He's having a word with the referee here. He needs a timeout.
Yeah, that's fine.
He needs a timeout.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and they are allowed. I'm not exactly know how much time out they're allowed, but he'll be going back to the dressing room to get that tip repaired or replaced.
Well, I didn't see that 13-ball plant there, Willie.
Well, he was actually only playing the 2-ball plan, Peter, but it looked like a 13-ball plan, didn't it? Yes, it was plant. When you go for plants, you've got to get them. You know, that's the key thing there. I think that was how the flipping heck of a miss that he was saying there.
They went both 16.
Well, I think we'll need to see the replay to see what happened there. Just the balls seem to be flying everywhere.
I think he actually miscued, didn't he?
Yep.
Wow.
Thank you.
You could see his face. How fortunate he's been there.
That's an interesting stat there. His pot success rate is down at 67% for the last 3 frames. And you're not going to win matches playing like that. Obviously, it was a very easy plant. Got every ball moving on the table apart from the ball colours.
That shot to nothing, that, wasn't it?
Just settle down, please. Thank you.
Go in front or all square. That's the value of this black ball game.
Same shot for Stewart, and if that doesn't go in, it's over the pocket. It's pulling to the left slightly. It's over the pocket.
He'll be disappointed, Stewart. Remember, at one time, Kyron needed a snooker. He didn't get it. Stewart got it when he potted the yellow. But
Mark Selby, 14.
well, you can see what happens when you hit across the ball there, Stephen. Dear me, that was a wide.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You won't want a video of that shot.
If he's going to play now, he's playing more power now.
Foul.
Dear me.
No point signing him. 4.
Well, that's where the cue ball finished. Just checking the tip. Sometimes when you play a shot like that, you can just chip it. Trying to put so much power in it. And didn't cue that well. And as immediate, when you play a shot like that, you look at the tip. But it looks okay.
Didn't play that.
Oh, what on earth is it done there?
Goodness.
Oh, no.
So merciful.
Well, it just shows you he thought of everything
Completely
but
missed
that.
Well,
And
obviously,
now,
Thank you. Settle down, please.
gee whiz.
unbelievable. What a gift for Sean.
Difficult to pick this angle out, fully stretched. Oh, very well played.
36.
That was such a tough cutback. With being, oh, was that a kick, or did he just
36.
get down and play it carelessly?
Settle
I'll
down,
have to see
please.
that
Thank
again.
you.
I think he just played it too quickly, did he? Let's have a look. Didn't seem to kick. He holds his head in his hands.
I know exactly what that is there, Dennis. That's when you've played a shot that was really awkward and tricky and put all your concentration into it and you're delighted you've potted it, your concentration goes for the next one, because that's all he's done there.
But it's amazing that what that can happen. He only needed to, if black or pink had been in play there, it would have been no problem. But the fact that he had to screw back for the blue.
The reds will be going everywhere. But he's got to catch that first red thin. Oh, he's miscued. He's miscued. Well, he's got away with it. Has he got away with it? He's got away with it. It's unbelievable, isn't it? But there you go. Could only see the very top of the cue ball, and playing it with that type of pace, that type of shot, you want to be digging down slightly, but he didn't want to do that. Very lucky not to leave anything.
But he's done a lot of damage to his tip there. The tip's broken.
Yeah, absolutely. He's having a word with the referee here. He needs a timeout.
They went both 16.
Well, I think we'll need to see the replay to see what happened there. Just the balls seem to be flying everywhere.
I think he actually miscued, didn't he?
Yep.
Wow.
Thank you.
And you could see his face. Right? How fortunate he's been there.
That's an interesting stat there. His pot success rate is down at 67% for the last 3 frames. And you're not going to win much who's playing like that. Obviously, it was a very easy plant. Got every ball moving on the table apart from the ball colours.
That shot to nothing, that, wasn't it?
Just settle down, please. Thank you.
Go in front or all square. That's the value of this black ball game.
Same shot.
Out.
Yeah, it's fine.
He needs a timeout.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and they are allowed. I'm not exactly know how much time out they're allowed, but he'll be going back to the dressing room to get that tip repaired or replaced.
Well, I didn't see that 13 ball plant there, Willie.
Well, it was actually only playing the 2-ball plan, Peter, but it looked like a 13-ball plan, didn't it? Yes, it was plan. When you go for plants, you've got to get them. You know, that's the key thing there. I think that was how the flipping heck of a miss that he was saying there.
Shot for Stewart, and if that doesn't go in, it's over the pocket. It's pulling to the left slightly. It's over the pocket.
He'll be disappointed, Stewart. Remember at one time, Kyron needed a snooker. He didn't get it, Stewart got it. And he potted the yellow. But
Mark Selby, 14.
well, you can see what happens when you work across the ball there, Stephen. Dear me, that was a wide.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You won't want a video of that shot.
If he's going to play now, he's playing more power now.
Foul.
Dear me.
No point. Sangham, 4.
Well, that's where the cue ball finished. Just checking the tip. Sometimes when you play a shot like that, you can just chip it. Trying to put so much power in it.
So this is very clinical and very precise. But maybe that wasn't.
Foul.
Well, he'd be a
hope
bit
it's
anxious.
14
He'd look
going
at the
lots
tip there. When you miscue like that, you get a bit worried about taking a little piece out of your tip. Wow. Don't see it very often. Oh, he had a look at the tip there, but I think he's okay.
Oh, where's the cue ball going? Oh, John Virgo would have loved that. Anywhere in the whole table but there. The fact that Ding's in the balls, you'd expect so. He's 50 points in front, but you know, you can just see something happening at the minute. And I hope he's not damaged his tip, because that would be a terrible time to do that. And I'm sure he's going to be put back into play from just there. Little wry smile from Ding.